put a smile on your face too. Alright, first things first, introductions. This is a 2018 Dodge Durango SRT. I've done it already on Instagram, but I'll do it for this video also. FCA, from the bottom of my heart as a father, thank you. I just wish it was a little bit less expensive. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a few minutes. But this is a perfect family vehicle, and mostly perfect because of seriously, I'm tearing up. I know a lot of people exaggerate in their videos. Can't get close enough to the screen, but I'm a little bit teary-eyed. So you may have recognized FCA's or Dodge's sublimely delicious and vocal 6.4 liter Hemi V8, 475 HP, 6,000 RPM. I think the red line is at like 64, so all you gotta do is put your foot down and you get the music and the power. It also produces 470 pound-feet of torque at 4,300 RPM. 8-speed automatic transmission, a really cool high-performance all-wheel drive system on this thing as well. This thing is just freaking perfect. I know, if I could start my truck up every morning and it would sound the way this one does, I swear I'd probably take an office job just to hear it, just to ignite my soul, all of that, just for this. And it's good for the family. I'll tell you about that in a few moments. There are many cool things related to the, I was going to say Charger, but the Durango SRT. And it's not just limited to the engine and the transmission. No. I just hinted at the all-wheel drive system, okay? Right now, through the SRT button, there are numerous drive modes. I'm in auto, which sets the torque split 40-60, okay? For fun, if I go into snow or other such modes, torque split is 50-50. If I go all the way up to track, 30-70. Goodness, I'd love to track this thing just to see what happens, because the suspension has been beefed up for the application, obviously, and it includes Bilstein, whatever, adaptive dampers. So right now in auto, everything's mostly chill, street mode, because street, right? I set up custom. There you go. So I got the transmission on street because I like it. It starts in second gear when it's really relaxed. I love that feature. Paddle shifters are on, even though I dislike them because they're only half paddle shifters. Stability controls in sport and all-wheel drives in sports. I got I think it's a 35-65 split right now in sport. The suspension is in street because it's a lot more comfortable, and the steering is in sport. So that's my custom mode. Sport is everything. Sport. Track is everything is on nuts except steering, which remains in sport. Man, I can almost see the fuel gushing out the rear end, but I don't care. Even if a liter of fuel is now closing in on $1.50 a liter, there is something so amusing and fulfilling driving this truck and hearing that sound. And the beauty when you start it up, and even when you're driving around in town, even in auto mode, right? There's a beautiful burble that's from the exhaust that's not too crazy, but it's just enough to have people go like, what's that over there? Oh, nice truck. Steering is actually really nice. Right? It's got good weight. Well, actually now I'm in auto, so I'm gonna go in sport. So it gets a little bit heavier. There's a weird kind of rubbery on-center feel in sport, but hell, this is a huge ass truck. That's what it is, right? The steering wheel is phenomenal. is phenomenal. I love the layout, but the spokes are just way too big. That kind of annoys me. The ride in my delightful custom setting is fantastic. It's comfortable. And there's a little bit of roll. Oh, the brakes on this thing, 6 piston calipers up front from Le Brembo, 4 pistons from Le Brembo, calipers in the back. Massive, massive discs. And huge 295 section Pirelli tires. Oh, this thing is completely nuts. Because it can handle, again, I'll tell you in a moment, all your family needs. All of them. It can tow up to 8,700 pounds. Right? And it'll carry, well, in this version you got the rear captain seats. Like, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but you know, look, so eventually my second baby seat is going to end up back there, I wish, in this one. And then you have a huge boot, comfortable, super comfortable seats, lovely leather. And then, oh, somebody is annoying you? Really? Okay. This thing is, I would take this thing over a Q7. I would take it over GLS, a Range Rover Sport, I think. Most other luxury performance 3-row SUVs. But anyhow, enough of that. Let me give you the tour. Normally you wouldn't take such a huge SUV for a drive in the country, but apparently I cannot help myself. But, you know, a little bit of work before play or during play is always a good thing. So let's get down to business. Your base 2018 Dodge Durango retails for $44,845. The SRT is considerably more expensive, but you get considerably more kit included. So it starts at $73,345. My truck, as tested, is just shy of $79,000. What do you get for that kind of money? Well, you know about the brakes, the suspension, the engine, the transmission, the all-wheel drive. As far as equipment is concerned, well, you get the 8.4-inch Uconnect, which is still one of the best infotainment systems you can buy. Satellite radio, the superb leather that mine has, a Laguna Leather, that's included in the 79K. I have a rear DVD, I'll show it to you in a few moments. What else? Apple CarPlay, I have captain seats, oh, LED fog lights, Beats audio, all of that is included. Okay, so I was talking to you about family. Oh, this is the new high performance all-wheel drive system logo from Dodge. It's kind of cool. Okay. So, okay, for illustration purposes, let's pretend that the third row is up. So right back here, you have about 490 or just shy of 500 liters of cargo space. When you put the seat back down as it is right now, total cargo space is about 1,400 liters, which is marvelous. There isn't much more to say. A little bit of storage there. That's it. The odd place where only FCA puts the button. Alright. Oh, by the way, this color I think is called crystal gray. It's got like a blue hue to it. It is phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. Yes, I got the wheels a little bit dirty. These are the actually optional 20-inch colored wheels that you can get with the SRT. So that also is part of the price of my tester. So here we go, the Laguna Leather. So oddly enough, when I built the truck online, I couldn't get red leather seats. So I don't know what I'm not getting. Understanding, I should say. My son's baby seat, plenty of room. This console is brilliant. It is enormous. Perfect with for storage for all kinds of stuff like tablets, USB 12 volt. A few USBs there. Another plug, which is perfect. Heated rear seats. All right, so as far as storage is concerned, So you got little door bins here. I don't know if you can see them. You got the seat back pockets. I showed you this, the cup holders. This is also part of my tester. It's not gonna go on because the truck's not on. That I would do without, but right, leg room is very good. You can slide your feet under there easily. Plenty of headroom. This is ideal for, say, 2 kids or 2 adults for that long trip to Florida, for example. So lots of comfort, lots of room. Up front, same thing. These seats, fantastically and beautifully bolstered, very comfortable. There's your Beats audio included with your SRT. Let's get her revved up. I'm going to be very honest with you and confess that I have not checked what my average fuel consumption is right now. But you can switch through all kinds of menus and yada yada yada, which is nice. I just don't want to know how bad the fuel consumption is. Okay, so there's your 8.4-inch Uconnect screen. This is as intuitive as they get. So simple. Redundant climate controls, heated steering wheel, vented steering wheel, that's good. Heated steering wheel. Oh, 2 important buttons right here. SRT for your drive modes. Boom shakalaka. And that one. So if I end up in the ditch, it'll be FCA's fault. Turning that off. And I'm gonna go to custom because that's how I set it up. Anyhow, so storage up front, not exactly the same, but you have their DVD player right there for the rear entertainment system. Another reason why I would do without. Good storage here. Love the cup holders. Decent door bins. Fit and finish. The dash, I mean, this truck is getting old, right? It was introduced for the 2011 model year, but despite that, everything still looks fairly contemporary. And as you can tell, it's still really good to drive. At least the SRT version is. So I'm out and I'm going back on the road, and maybe I'm gonna try that launch control. Okay, bye.